Hello everyone, we are in Kukke Subramania Swami Temple. We came on Sunday. It's very crowded. It's not easy to get a car parking. They said that on Sundays and Mondays and maybe Saturdays, it's generally crowded. So if you want to come here, you can choose the rest of the days of the week. The temple is beautiful. There is a temple, and behind the temple there is a lot of trees, and behind that there is a mountain with the clouds kissing the mountain. Just see the view. Hello everyone, we started to the Sri Manjunath temple in Dharamsala. Today is Monday, so it's going to be very crowded. So we are starting early. Right now the time is around 5:15. There is a fast ticket which costs around 200 rupees, but the counter for that starts at 6 a.m. In case we find a lot of crowd, then we have to wait till 6 a.m. to get the fast ticket. The normal darshan time should be around 1 to 1.5 hours, but with fast ticket I think it gets over in 15 minutes. The shops here open early in the morning as well. So the temple opens at 5 o'clock. Google Maps shows that it opens at 6:30, but the temple opens at 5, and even some of the shops. I read about the temple in Wikipedia, and the information there was like this is a Hindu temple built by or rather managed by Jain community. So within the premises of Dharamsala, I think we also have a Bahubali statue, and then outside the gate of Dharamsala we also have Krishna Mandir. So we'll cover both of them in this video as well. We are done with the darshan of Sri Manjunatha Swami. It took around 45 minutes for us. We took the special ticket, 200 rupees ticket, but then I feel that there is not much difference in the duration time of the darshana, especially if you are coming early in the morning. Probably if you are coming on a Monday on a daytime, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock like that, then it makes more sense to take the special ticket. Else if you are coming early in the morning at 5 o'clock, then you can go directly. It doesn't make any difference. So there are around 5-6 guest houses within the temple complex itself. The one that you see behind me is the Netravati, and the one where we stay, I just forgot the name, but it's towards the end. And actually you don't need to book in advance. There is a website, I guess, where you can book, but then they were not allowing me to book within, like if I want to travel today, they were not allowing me to book for today. You can only book 3 days in advance from the website. If you don't get an accommodation, don't worry, just come here and check it out. Probably if you're coming at the peak time, you may not get a guest house here, as it's usually very crowded. In that case, there are a couple of hotel rooms that I saw, which is like 5 kilometers before the temple complex, so you can check there. But in that case, you will not be able to stay within the temple premises. It's outside the Devasthanam. The cost here is super cheap. The guest house's cost, the one that you're seeing me behind, is around 600 rupees, and the one that we are staying is 500. But do not expect much facilities there. You will not even get hot water. but just an accommodation to stay for the night. So this is the guest house where we are staying, Hotel Saketa. We have reached the Bahubali statue in the Dharmasthalam complex. So basically there are 5 different Bahubali statues in Karnataka. The one at Shravana-Bellagola is the tallest one. I think it's around 58 feet. This is one of the tallest. I guess the height of this statue is around 30 feet. So within the temple complexes of Dharmasthala, there is a small hill towards the entrance of the Dharmasthala, and I think it's called Ratnagiri Hill. And once you climb that hill, you will reach the Bahubali statue. So you can either come by car, which will be around 2 minutes, or you can trek to this place as well, which will be around 20 minutes. The route is very scenic. So this is the trek route. If you are doing the trekking, there are a few steps there. So that is the trek route to the temple. There is no entry fee. The view from this temple is beautiful. You can see some mountains there, and this place has lots of greenery, gardens, and you have the statue at the center. So a must visit if you are coming to Dharmasthala temple. Hey, what's up? So Bahubali, or Gomateshwara as he is known, he was meditating unmoved and still for nearly a year, and you can also see the trees or the plants growing around his arms and legs. So we are at the Ram Mandir. This Ram Mandir is near Dharmasthala temple. It is 5 kilometers before the Dharmasthala temple. Foundation stone for this temple is laid at around 1978. I am exactly not sure when this temple was built, probably after 1978. But then I heard that there are lots of different deities here in addition to Sri Rama. So let's go around and check out this beautiful temple.